videos, and they'll be very quiet during his at-bat. So the first pitch to Ohtani, inside corner for a strike. Last time up, he flied out very deep to left on the first pitch of the at-bat, so he's 0 for 1 today. And the 0-1 pitch from Justin Steele. Inside, swing and a miss. Tried to tie him up, and it's 0-2. Well, part of the reason that you don't hear all of the horns and the drums and the musical instruments and the chants is because they don't have a home team here. If it was the Tokyo Giants playing, then yeah, or the Hanshin Tigers, maybe so. Ohtani hits the ball on the ground down to first. One-handing it is Bush. Runs to the bag and beats Ohtani there for the out. 2 down.
Well, you can join us for a historical day. When? Well, March 28th. That's when your world champion Dodgers will receive their World Series rings in a special pregame ceremony. So don't miss out. Visit Dodgers.com/tickets for more information.
2 outs, base is empty for Tommy Edman. Goes after a high fastball, swing and a miss. But typically for the different players, they've got individual chants. They have songs. There are groups that'll sit in the outfield with musical instruments. It's just it's a party. But with the Cubs and Dodgers or any major league teams, they cheer for the players. They love the game. They are just absolutely mad for baseball in Japan. And they have packed this place 2 straight nights. Well, 4 really when you count the exhibition games. All of those were sold out too. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Tommy Edman. Roki Sasaki already on the dugout steps waiting to come back out to pitch in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-2. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 to Tommy Edman. He struck out swinging in the first, 0 for 1. And the pitch. That's up high, and it's now 3-2. Full count to Tommy Edman. Edman had an RBI single in the 5th inning of Game 1. Payoff pitch from Steele. This one is swung on, well hit to left. Toward the corner it goes. It is back. It is gone. It's a home run, Tommy Edman. As he hits his first tank of the year, it's 3-0 Dodgers. A solo shot for Edman. It was a fastball left up in the zone right down the middle. And Tommy Edman cranked it out of here.
And again this year, Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit DanielsJewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off on a $99 coupon.
And now Teoscar Hernandez up, and he will foul one away. Last year, Justin Steele gave up 12 home runs. He didn't give up a lot of them. That is obviously the first he has allowed, and young man caught that one in the stands and shows it off to all the people around him. 1 ball, 1 strike to Teoscar Hernandez. Tommy Edman with the Dodgers' first home run of 2025. 1-1 pitch. Wave and a miss at a breaking ball.
Fans really enjoying this series. Players are too. But the home run ball, I mean, it's amazing. We were talking last night. We saw tickets going anywhere from $2,000 to $8,000. I saw something earlier today. You can ask what you want, and there was one ticket available for $20,000.
It fouled up the third base line. Where is that seat in the dugout?
It should be.
Can you make the lineup for $20,000? Wow. A 3-0 Dodger lead, and a swing and a miss, and Hernandez is out, and that retires the side. 1 run on the home run by Tommy Edman, and after 2.5 in Tokyo, it's the Dodgers 3, Cubs 0.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports. Spring's in full swing on MLB Network. Turn on the most live spring training games anywhere. Then recap today's news and highlights on MLB Tonight as the best analysts in baseball catch up on the day's news, highlights, and even hear from the players themselves.
I want to win a World Series. I want to do it in Kansas City.
And that's what I do every day, play baseball.
We're eager to get going.
MLB Tonight. Coverage continues through opening day.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
One, we are live. The Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Bobby Wood Jr. is an absolute superstar in the making.
I've never seen anything like him.
He's one of the best players in baseball.
Highlight reel play, Bobby Wood Jr.
That's why we call him Bobby Baseball.
He is a generational talent.
I want to win a World Series. I want to do it in Kansas City.
This guy is the cream of the crop right now. Sensational again!
It is crazy, wiry, athletic pop that's only going to get better.
Off for Chicago against Roki Sasaki. Starts his third inning of work with a 97-mile-an-hour heater down low. Now, the way they got Sasaki, interesting because of his age. He's 23, so the cutoff age 25, where they would have had to treat him a little differently. There's a bouncer to first. Kike Hernandez grabs it right near the line, steps on the bag in the same motion, and there's one out. But because he was 23, he would be treated like an international free agent. And you would sign him through money from what's known as the international bonus pool. So the Dodgers traded some players away and received bonus pool money in exchange so that they would have enough in store. John Birdie, the second baseman, stands in from the right side. So they gave him a bonus more than anything else. First ball swinging, little chopper to third, barehanded by Muncy, throws to first too late, and an infield single for John Birdie.
Birdie gets down that line very rapidly. Really a difficult play, almost an impossible play for Muncy. Playing back right-handed batter by the time you come in. This artificial surface will not slow the baseball down a great deal, but just an impossible play for Muncy, who fielded it cleanly and threw on a run.
First hit given up by Sasaki. Now back to the top of the order, and Ian Happ, who takes a splitter outside and away. Ball fading away off the plate to the left-handed batters. Happ had 25 home runs last year for the Cubs. Here's a 1-0 pitch, and that's a fastball low, just below the knees. 2 balls, no strikes. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Throw to first base. Diving back is Birdie. Birdie had a little time with the Yankees. Prior to that, a lot of time with the Marlins. And now here with the Cubs. Nico Horner, who plays second base, is just starting to throw again down in Arizona. And he does expect to join the team once he's fully capable health-wise, but he's been hurt and out. In the meantime, Birdie fills that spot. 3-0 is the count on Ian Happ. 1 out, 1 on, and the pitch. Runner goes, throw down to second base is not in time. A stolen base for Birdie. Second steal of the game for the Cubs. And now they got a man in scoring position.
Yeah, as long as Sasaki takes from that stretch position to deliver the ball, Will Smith really does not have much of a chance at all. And that was just a huge jump by Birdie. He was moving before Sasaki came out of the stretch position. So he's going to have to change the rhythm and the pattern.
3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That splitter just dropped down. That was a gravity ball. That splitter came out of his hand, almost knuckling down, and Ian Happ saw it come out at the normal release point, but the ball just went down to the ground. Now the 3-2, another splitter. Same exact pitch. This time, Happ lays off, and he draws the walk. Third walk of the game issued by Roki Sasaki. And now the tying run will come to the plate. 2 men on and 1 out. They had 2 men on and 1 out last inning, and double play ended that. Now Mark Pryor, along with Will Ireton, the translator, will come out and have a word with Roki Sasaki. And this mom visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Well, Sasaki is missing with that fastball inside and outside. It's not so much up and down. It's laterally, east and west. And it puts him behind in the count. And then with that splitter, has not been as consistent as we saw the couple of times that he towed the mound in Arizona.
He puts that baseball really deep into that split grip.
Yeah, I mean, it's a forkball grip. You can call it anything you want. One thing about it, it's got great movement, and for hitters, their standpoint, I'm sure they're calling it other things besides a splitter or forkball. Which we probably cannot repeat on the air.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Well, you could.
Well, you could once.
Yeah. And after that, can't do it. But the way that he holds that baseball in that split grip, his fingers are not on the seams at all. His right middle finger, the knuckle of it is touching the white skin of the baseball, and the same knuckle on the index finger doing the same on the other side. Now facing Seiya Suzuki, 1 out, 2 on. Pitch, splitter, low, ball 1. This is just the 70th professional start for Sasaki. In his career, in 4 years with the Chiba Latte Marines, he went 30-15 with a career ERA of 2.02. Again, he started pitching as a teenager in the pros. Pitch swung on, fouled back by Suzuki.
And that was a fastball down out of the strike zone. But Suzuki got the benefit of a foul ball and a strike.
Last year, Sasaki went 10-5 in 18 starts with a 2.35 ERA. Splitter inside. Will Smith made a good catch. And with this particular splitter going all over the place, it really has to put a little pressure on the catcher. So Will Smith has to be on high alert all the time behind the plate. 2-1 pitch. Splitter inside, and Suzuki takes it, and Sasaki falling behind. He's up to 41 pitches now.
So looking at from center field to home plate, that splitter that he's throwing is missing to the right side of the plate as you look in from center field. Most of the time tonight, if it misses, it's been to the right side.
Sasaki stretching in the 3-1. And the fastball low, and he's walked his 4th man of the game. And the bases are now full of Cubs.
One thing I'm noticing is, and Sasaki's going to have to change it. He's not looking at the count, not after you walk a batter, but after every pitch, he's turning around and looking at the scoreboard, and I think he's looking at velocity. And if you're going to chase velocity, that's taking away the focus of trying to get the hitter. Don't chase velocity, chase the hitters.
And now a tough hitter at the plate in Kyle Tucker. 0 for 1, fly to center, splitter low and away, ball 1. So the Cubs with a legit threat here. Bases loaded, 1 out, tying runs on base. Dodgers up 3-0 in the 3rd.
This is what Counsell talked about. It says we've got to put pressure on Sasaki.
Sasaki out of the stretch. He kicks and fires, and Tucker fouls it away.
That's up for foul ball.
And Sasaki again turns and looks at the scoreboard.
Again, Sasaki's just given up the 1 infield hit so far, but it's been the 4 walks that have been troublesome for him. Not so much last inning. He got out of it with a double play, but this inning the threat continues. 1-1 pitch. And Tucker looks at a splitter away, 2-1.
The other part, too, is now we're talking about a stressful inning with nothing other than just sheer pitch count. And looking at him in between pitches now, he's breathing rather rapidly.
And the Dodgers with action in the bullpen. Right-hander Luis Garcia starting to throw. Pitch is inside, missing. And Sasaki right now can't buy a strike. 3-1 the count. Nowhere to put the hitter. Kyle Tucker is in a big-time hitter's count. So Sasaki ready to throw. The 3-1. He walked him. And the Cubs get on the board. It's 3-1. Sasaki with 3 straight walks.
Well, he just lost the release point at the present time. I'll tell you another thing. Not only trying to chase velocity as it appears. Pretty sure that's what's taking place. But the other part, too, is, Tim, is that if you're just watching him, when's the last time we saw a slider? Well, he's been missing consistently with a fastball. He's been missing consistently with a splitter. In the first inning, he threw a couple of sliders that were very effective. We have not seen it.
Now facing Michael Busch. Busch walked his first time up, and he takes a fastball high. Well, Sasaki's first 2 innings were good. This one, the wheel is wobbling.
Well, the wheel may get a tire change after this hitter.
1 ball and no strike pitch to Busch. Strike called outside corner with a fastball. And that fastball is the one you were talking about earlier that had that arm side run.
Yep. Going away from a left-hander, coming in on a right-hander. That's a tough pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Fouled away. Ian Happ is at third. Seiya Suzuki at second. Kyle Tucker at first. All there due to free passes. 5 walks for Sasaki. His first inning rather impressive. Just 11 pitches to get 3 outs. And the pitch outside went with a splitter again.
And that missed by a foot.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Michael Busch. This very well could be the last hitter for Sasaki. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Strike called. Fastball outside corner. 98. We saw as much as 101. And Busch goes down looking. Second strikeout of the game for Roki Sasaki. And that was an out he needed to have. And he's this next one, too. Facing Matt Shaw. Right-handed hitting third baseman. First pitch, 99, cut on and missed.
A little extra on that one. And again, Sasaki turns around, immediately looks at the scoreboard and straightaway center field.
And that fastball didn't have that arm side run. So he probably gripped it just a little differently. And the 0-1. Beautiful slider. There's the slider. You wanted it.
There's the slider. And my question was, you missing with the fastball, missing with that splitter. You walk 5 guys. Where was the slider? Well, all of a sudden we see one, and it was a good one. It gets the strike.
0-2. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Bottom of the third. 3-1 Dodgers. Sasaki out of the stretch. She fires home, and it's in the dirt.
Splitter.
In Japanese, it's called the splitto.
They got another pitch also that where they came over. Oh, the shuto.
Shuto. Here's a pitch to Shaw. Swing and a miss at the splitter right over the top. Strike 3. Cubs will get a run. 3 walks in the inning. They leave the bases loaded. And after 3 full, it's the Dodgers 3, Cubs 1.
You've got to be very careful where you're going because you might not get there. But how exactly can you go from a yogi to a king to perfectos, the old professor, and pint talk? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it and he would say, it ain't been done before and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
The rule was, can't be more than 18 inches of pine tar. Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, the answer is when he's out. Yes, Brett is out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today to stream up to 15 live out-of-market games a week, 24/7 access to MLB Network, and live radio for all 30 clubs. Stream MLB Network with MLB at Bat for $6.99 a month.
Monday Hot Stove, their worst
official home.
Dodgers 3, Cubs 1, top of the 4th inning, along with Rick Monday. Tim Neverett with you. Glad you're with us. And so is Will Smith as he takes the first pitch from Justin Steele and drives it down in the left field corner. He's around first and into second standing with a leadoff double.
And for Will Smith, boy, it's nice to see him healthy. Yeah, the ankle was still problematic coming into this spring training. Really bothered him last year. But I think the bat speed last year also just kind of fell off.
So Max Muncy will follow that up. Muncy with a double and a run scored tonight, 1 for 1. Muncy waiting at the plate, facing left-hander Justin Steele. Pitch is way up high for a ball. And as much as Sasaki in the bottom of the third looked to lose the control, he came back, striking out Bush looking and Shaw swinging on a splitter. So it looked like he got something back toward the end of that inning. 1-0 pitch. Muncy takes inside.
You have to see, just look at the customs and the traditions and looking from the center field camera towards home plate. Who knows? Even the vendors, when they come all the way down to the bottom of the aisle, they immediately turn and then bow to the patrons and then see if anyone wants any of their wares.
Swing and a miss at a slider, 2-1.
This has been a wonderful trip, not just for the Dodgers and Cubs, I think for Major League Baseball. And Japan.
2-1. A little tapper foul. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
2-2 pitch to Muncy. Swings, hits it high in the air. Behind second base, Dansby Swanson, the shortstop, will make the catch for out number 1. One down, Smith at second base.
We were watching earlier, well before the game was played. They had a camera up on the roof directly above second base, it appeared, here in the Tokyo Dome, and it immediately reminded me of a camera that they used to show from time to time indoors in the Astrodome in Houston.
Kike Hernandez takes a strike.
And Lindsey Nelson, broadcasting for the Mets, did a broadcast from up there one game. Said he was scared to death the entire time.
I think so. Fall in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. I wonder what you'd see from up there as a broadcaster that you couldn't see from where you normally see.
Well, what you'd want to see is a parachute.
Yeah. or a big inflatable pad to jump into. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kike Hernandez. And the pitch called a strike. Dodgers with 2 runs in the second inning, another in the third on a Tommy Edman solo homer. Cubs with 1 in the third, so 3-1. Dodgers leading here in game 2 of the Tokyo series. 1-2 pitch. A slider that might have caught the outside part of the plate, but was called a ball. Looked like Kike might have got a break there.
Speaking of parachutes, saw 4 beautiful parachutes today as the space capsule came back in and landed safely.
And a 2-2 pitch. And Kike hits a ground ball foul. How cool was it that a pod of dolphins was hanging around?
It was like on cue.
Not amazing?
Welcome back.
They're amazing anyway.
Well, being a pilot, I've been fascinated by what they've been able to do, and the space shuttle was able to fly that sim 2 different times.
2-2, swung on and hammered. Deep left field, way back and gone. Kike Hernandez with a 2-run home run. 5-1 Dodgers. Oh, that was an absolute no-doubter off the bat of Kike Hernandez, as that was way up in the left field bleachers.
You could hear the click as the bat made hard contact with the baseball, and immediately with the velocity coming off the bat, with the trajectory coming off the bat, you knew it was going to be a souvenir for somebody. And Daniel Jewelers, again, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off on a $99 coupon.
Strike one to Michael Conforto, swung at a slider away. Conforto 1 for 1, had a single in the second inning. He swings, fouls it back, it's 0-2.
Those are the home runs that you hit, Tim, that as a hitter, you don't feel any contact bat on ball. There are other times you get jammed. It's like holding on to a tuning fork or hitting a lead weight. It's like poetry in motion when everything works.
Nothing in 2 to Conforto, and he takes outside. So where that ball hit, there is a big concrete pillar, a kind of a square pillar that's way up in the stands. It hit that and then bounced back. And that's when the fan who ended up with the ball in his possession got it. Oh boy, he absolutely annihilate that pitch. 5-1 Dodgers, top of the 4th. Hernandez, his first home run of the season. And the 2-2. And Conforto swings at an inside fastball and strikes out. 2 men out.
The next batter, shortstop.
Well, we're glad you're with us no matter where you are or what time it is where you are, because there are different times for different people who are watching this game through many time zones.
Well, there's some body clocks that are going to have to get reconfigured.
You know anybody like that? Here's Miguel Rojas taking a strike.
Yeah, 2 bozos right here to begin with.
0-1 is the count, and the pitch coming from Justin Steele to Miguel Rojas. Curveball up high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Ron Coomer, our good buddy. Well, I'll speak for you. He's at Wrigley Field doing the broadcast.
Yeah.
Their radio broadcast team did not go, along with Pat Hughes.
Is it 40 degrees there?
Yeah.
In Chicago this morning, early morning in Chicago. 2-1. Oh, beautiful curveball. That's in for a called strike. 2-2 to Miguel Rojas. But yeah, they're in the home press box.
Well,
at Wrigley
right now
Field.
in Chicago it's 39. The wind chill's 35.
Oh, beautiful. Probably blowing in right on them.
Well, Ron sent me a photo yesterday, and the infield is covered, the grass is covered, and the outfield grass is covered right now at Wrigley Field. Trying to keep it warm. 35 wind chill.
3-2. Swung on and missed as Rojas, frustrated, drops the bat. He chased a high pitch, and he strikes out. 2 strikeouts for Steele, but Kike Hernandez gets Will Smith home after the leadoff double as Kike blasts his first home run of the year. And after 3.5 innings, it's the...
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today to stream up to 15 live out-of-market games a week, 24/7 access to MLB Network, and live radio for all 30 clubs. Stream MLB Network with MLB at Bat for $6.99 a month.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
We are live. The Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Superstar center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
I think he's one of the faces of the game.
This kid is special beyond words.
Julio Rodriguez, listen, at the end of the day, this guy's a superstar.
Impossibly! Oh, what a play by Julio Rodriguez! What a life! This is the man right here.
I feel like we were pretty responsible people.
Another historic chapter!
Network never gets old.
Go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 5-1 Dodgers, and the Major League debut of Roki Sasaki has come to a conclusion. He'll only go the 3 innings here tonight as Luis Garcia takes over, the 38-year-old right-hander, facing Dansby Swanson. So Sasaki, 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And Garcia last year between the Angels and Boston appeared in 60 games. So a veteran out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. And last year ended up with no decisions for Boston. He had 6 decisions for the Angels, going 5-1 with an ERA of 3.71. Been with Philadelphia for 6 years, the Padres for 2, Angels for 2, spent a little time with the Cardinals and the Rangers. So he has been around, and he can get guys out. So that's why he's here.
Good breaking ball right there, swing and a miss.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Dansby Swanson, who walked his first time up. Cubs shortstop, right-handed batter, looks out. Now the pitch swung on, lifted in the air to shallow right center field over his Pajes. He'll grab it for out number 1. Well, 1 down. And Pete Crow Armstrong comes up. He lined into a double play that ended the 2nd inning. For Sasaki, threw 56 pitches over 3 innings. And only 25 of the 56 were strikes. The pitch, and Armstrong pulls it foul.
Well, you have to do better than 50% strikes.
He allowed 2 stolen bases also.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's below 50% in the strike range.
Right.
And you can't chase velocity. And by that, throwing a pitch, turning around, and we believe he was checking to see what the velocity was.
Swing and a miss. And the count goes to 0-2 to Pete Crow Armstrong. You know, when Noah Syndergaard was here, that was one of the things he was doing because he was always chasing velocity. But things changed for him because his velocity was not what it was at one point in time when he was with the Mets. He was consistently throwing up around 100, but he would check the scoreboard all the time.
I know for a fact that there have been some teams over the years. It's not the Dodgers, so don't think I'm covering something up. It was not the Dodgers. It was a different team that purposely knew if a pitcher was chasing velocity, they would alter what with the radar gun was being displayed.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good split-fingered fastball in the dirt, picked up by Smith, throws down to first to complete the strikeout. So strikeout 2-3 the put out.
And someone may say, well, geez, that's bending the rules. No, there are no rules. Showing the velocity is basically a convenience for the fans. And, you may not have it tuned up. It's just like the old routine. Okay, you get caught for speeding maybe with a radar gun. When was the last time it was calibrated? I mean, those things are brought up and discussed.
Carson Kelly, right-handed hitting catcher, takes a strike.
And why would someone maybe alter or maybe not tune up their... Well, if I'm looking at the scoreboard and I normally throw 96 and I'm only showing 93 up on the board, I'm thinking I'm not putting my entire effort into it. I have to throw it a little bit harder.
Kelly takes the ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. 0 for 1. He grounded out to Kike Hernandez at first in the 3rd inning. Pitch. And a little tapper foul. Got a 96-mile-an-hour heater right down the middle. 1-2 to Carson Kelly. 2 down, bases empty. Bottom of the 4th. Dodgers up 5-1.
Well, the Cubs have higher expectations this year. Did not have a lot of fun last year. They fell below 500 on the 6th of June. And didn't return to a winning record until the 27th of August.
The pitch. In the dirt, check swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
But they feel in that Central Division, maybe a trip back to postseason. They have not played in October since 2020.
Well, they've got a good chance in the Central, you'd think.
Yep.
And the 2-2. There's a hard hit ground ball pulled foul up the 3rd base line. Now, there was a time you'd always say, the Cardinals, who's going to beat the Cardinals? But now the Cardinals are the ones that are being beaten.
Well, the Cardinals are not the Cardinals.
Not the way we remember them.
No. Including the way that they play. I've said this before, and, not to pick on the Cardinals. But that used to be a team that it would display exquisitely fundamentals of the game constantly. That's different now.
You'd always hear about the Cardinal way, but they're not doing that. They've got a different way now, and it hasn't resulted in a lot of wins.
Well, they've kind of lost their way.
3-2, and a breaking ball down and away outside ball 4, so Kelly draws the 2-out walk. The Pirates are still treading water, although they do have some pretty good pitching these days. Paul Skeens leading the way. Mitch Keller also a very good pitcher. They've got some, good pitching, good all-star type player in Brian Reynolds. And they might be in the middle of the pack this year. But there was a time when, for Pittsburgh in the Central Division, they were just fighting to go 500, and if they went 500, they would consider that a success. But that's not a success. 1-0 to Birdie is in there for a strike knee high inside corner.
There was also a time with the Pirates, you came into town, they would literally beat you up.
That was the old Pittsburgh Lumber Company days. And a 1-1. This one is grounded toward the middle, past a diving Edman into center field for a base hit. Birdie's 2 for 2. And with 2 outs, the Cubs have a little something going. Runners at first and second.
Breaking ball stayed up out over the plate. Garcia is fortunate that the ball did not come back in a line drive and nail him as it was going up the middle.
Looking at the rest of the Central Division, Milwaukee and Cincinnati. Cincinnati might have got a little better, but not really sure where they stand in terms of pitching depth. Same for Milwaukee. Now the pitch to Ian Happ, his 3rd time up. He's 0 for 1 with a walk.
The Brewers, they just find a way to be in the mix.
And a 1-0 pitch coming. That's inside. 2 balls, no strikes from Luis Garcia.
The Brewers, keep in mind, they won 93 games last year.
Yeah. They still get it done. They've got decent pitching. They've got some good young players. So the Central ought to be interesting this year. It's a toss-up. And Happ goes the other way, lining it to left field. 1 hop for Conforto. Rounding third and coming to the plate is Carson Kelly. He'll score. And it's a 2-out run-scoring hit for Ian Happ. It's now 5-2. And that's where that 2-out walk comes back to bite. So Mark Pryor, Dodger pitching coach, will come out to see what's going on with Luis Garcia. This mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. A 3-run ball game now, bottom of the 4th inning. 5-2 Dodgers with the lead. Home runs from Tommy Edman and Kike Hernandez. Hiroki Sasaki's major league debut had a great start in the 1st inning. Walked 2 and got away with it in the 2nd. Walked 3 and didn't get away with it in the 3rd, and that was it. So back to the drawing board. And typically Sasaki is going to pitch about once a week. And when Shohei Ohtani comes back to pitch, then the Dodgers would have a 6-man rotation at that point. They're going to go with a 5-man because of the way the schedule is and the days off they've got in April. Here is Seiya Suzuki. Dodgers have left-handed action in the bullpen now. Strike called to Suzuki. Jack Dreyer is warming up for the Dodgers. And he had a tremendous spring. And when he gets in the game, it'll be his major league debut. Pitch to Suzuki. He takes another strike. It's a sweeper that doesn't go side to side so much like that really exaggerated Blake Trinan sweeper, but it's more top to bottom. 2 outs and 2 on, and the pitch to the right-handed hitting DH. Tried to go after a high fastball, check swing. They appeal down to first base. Lance Barrett said he didn't go. So it is now a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Seiya Suzuki. Cubs have right-handed action in their bullpen. 0-2 pitch. There's that sweeper and a weak swing by Suzuki. He strikes out. And the Cubs are done in the 4th. They do get a run on 2 hits. And they leave 2 men. No Dodger errors through 4. It's the Dodgers 5, Cubs 2.
Welcome to the World Series. Dodgers, Yankees. No way! We've never had a World Series matchup with 2 teams this good.
Freddie, how you feeling today? You want the truth?
Anything on the ground, we're going.
As long as you've got the bat in your hands, you can write your story.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
We are live. The Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Well, Dodgers with a 5-2 lead as we start the top of the 5th inning. And Andy Pages will lead things off, the number 9 hitter. Then Shohei Ohtani will come up for the 3rd time, followed by Tommy Edman. They'll face a new pitcher. It is right-hander Nate Pearson, former first-round pick of the Blue Jays in 2017. Hard-throwing right-hander. He starts off Pages with a 98-mile-an-hour heater down the middle, about knee-high for a strike. Pages struck out looking in his only at-bat tonight. Swings at this one, fouls it off to the right. He's 0-2. This pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Pearson came over in a deal right at the end of July from Toronto a season ago.
He had 60 appearances combined between the Cubs and the Blue Jays. 100-mile-an-hour heater way inside. That backs Pages off the plate. Ball and 2 strikes. But his ERA last year with the Cubs, 2.73. It was much greater than that with the Blue Jays at 5.63. Pearson out of Spring Hill, Florida. Went to college in Ocala at College of Central Florida before transferring and going to Florida International in Miami. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count to Andy Pages.
Pearson looks like he could go hunting for bears with a straw.
I think so.
6'6", 255.
That's a big boy. 28 years of age. And the pitch, and that is a strike called. Country fastball in the outside corner at 99, and Pages strikes out for the 2nd time.
You're going to paint the outside corner. That's exactly the location, and right at the knees.
Shohei Ohtani, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Just missed a home run in his first at bat. Trying to go the other way with it. Now Ohtani standing in, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 5th. 5-2 Dodgers. Pitch to Ohtani is way inside. He started him with a slider. Over the course of the season, some pitchers you have to think would alter what they might do to just your regular run-of-the-mill pretty good left-handed hitter. And a little fastball that caught Ohtani off guard for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Ohtani will see a lot of breaking balls, especially from right-handed pitchers. And the pitch. There's a fastball down the middle at 100, and it's 1-2. Ohtani will ask for time. He'll step out, adjust his elbow guard on his right elbow. Smile at the umpire, Alan Porter. Now step back in. Have you seen a more respectful player?
No.
Than Ohtani? Pearson stretching. The big right-hander will throw. And it's way inside. Tried a slider, and Ohtani had to skip to get his front knee out of the way.
You could hear him yell also, trying to get out of the way of it.
In the meantime, Jack Dreyer continues to warm up. He's getting ready for his major league debut. 2-2, and Ohtani hammers one. Oh, this ball is well struck. Deep right center. Back to the wall. It's off the top of the wall. Ohtani around first. He's into second. And Kyle Tucker, well, they're saying home run. Looked like it came off the top of the wall initially, but Ohtani comes around with his first home run of the season.
And well, we have a review on this call. If it is a home run or extra bases, Greg Counsell, the manager of the Cubs, has already come out.
Well, I think we'll have a review of some sort. Initially, yeah, Kyle Tucker was pointing up toward the stands. That, was there fan interference? Did it hit the wall?
Well, one thing about it, we know that Replay Central is not that busy because this is the only game.
Yep, they're awake too.
Regardless of what the call is, that ball was absolutely crushed. High velocity fastball down in the strike zone. And a swing that we have seen over and over by Shohei Ohtani.
Well, we're getting our first look at the replay, so we'll tell you what it is now that we can actually see it. Fans are leaning out over the wall, and that should be fan interference.
Yep. The ball did not appear to be all the way above the top railing, the yellow line, above the top of the fence.
It depends on the angle. They're going to all the different angles, but
remember yesterday I was talking and said, look, one of the things.
So home run, no clear and convincing evidence. So it will be a home run for Ohtani, his first of the season.
And for the Dodgers, their third home runs. And a reminder, Daniels Jewelers is the proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and a $50 off $99 coupon.
First long ball of 2025. And Tommy Edman, who hit a home run right-handed back in the third inning, is up 1 for 2. One ball, one strike to Edman.
You and I have a discussion going back to what I was about to say. Is that we don't know the configuration of the outfield, but is it a spot where fans can reach over and interfere with a ball in play?
101 down the middle, knee high for strike 3 to Edman. Well, we just found out they can lean over, and from the overhead shot that we had, it looked like they were leaning over. But the replay back in New York said, nope, we can't tell whether or not it would have been out or not, so we're just going to stick with the call in the field, which we could not see. Could not see the umpire make the call. And we couldn't see if the ball went over the wall or not. One ball, no strikes to Teoscar Hernandez. Pearson fires. Oh, 100-mile-an-hour fastball is popped up, shallow left. Ian Happ gets underneath it. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Ohtani gives them what they came to see. As most popular man in Japan hits a home run, and after 4.5.
Welcome to the World Series. Dodgers, Yankees. We've never had a World Series matchup with two teams this good.
Freddie, how you feeling today? You want the truth?
Anything on the ground, we're going.
As long as you've got the bat in your hands, you can write your story.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
We are live. The Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Expect Jackson Churio of the Brewers to be a first-year phenom.
I mean, the tool set is just incredible.
You just run out of adjectives to describe the kid.
First big league homer for Jackson Churio.
He's having so much fun. That team is having so much fun.
So much to like about this kid right here. The loft, the juice, everything's there. He hits well beyond his age.
He's figured it out.
Bye-bye, baseball! Jackson Churio.
All rise. Here comes the Judge.
Judge is in a league of his own.
Aaron Judge is a special talent, man. I look at him like the best hitter in this generation.
And that one is gone!
See ya!
You come up here and you want to make a great... That not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Look getting set to make his major league debut is left-hander Jack Dreyer. The pitching change brought to you by Navian, high-efficiency tankless water heaters, boilers, and the new NPF Hydro Furnace. Next-level comfort, perfect for your home and the environment. Learn more at hydrofurnace.com. 6-2 Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani with a solo homer. And now Kyle Tucker, left-handed batter, will face Jack Dreyer. Dreyer had a very good spring. First ball swinging is Tucker, and he hits the ball deep to right center. Back after it, Andy Pages, and he makes an over-the-shoulder grab with 1 foot on the warning track for the first out.
Covering some good ground in center. Don't know what the background is for the outfielders looking into home plate. It appears to be pretty good. And I say that because it appears to be a somewhat solid green surface, a wall behind home plate, so you get pretty good contrast.
Michael Busch facing Dreyer, left on left here, and Dreyer just whips one down the middle for a strike. Last year between Tulsa and Oklahoma City, Dreyer went 5-2 with a 2.20 ERA, struck out 72 over 57 2/3 innings worked. Out of the University of Iowa, the 1-1 is swing and a miss. He just got Busch to chase that slider that was down and away. 1-2. And of course, Dreyer, we've told you before, is the master of the Rubik's Cube. He can solve one just by thinking about it, but not just being able to solve the Rubik's Cube. He can do several at once and make artwork out of it. Pitch down low to Busch, 2-2. 2 springs ago at Camelback Ranch, he got a bunch of Rubik's Cubes together, solved them all, and he made a picture of Shohei Ohtani out of the Rubik's Cubes. Pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. So he comes out, strikes a man out, and 2 men are gone.
Yeah, he just turned Michael Busch into a Rubik's Cube.
Well, Shohei Ohtani with a home run. Here's something, Mo, that comes to us from Inside Edge tonight. Ohtani is slugging .642 on fastballs since the 2022 season. That's second best in Major League Baseball. The Major League average, .478. So he's hitting slugging .642 against fastballs. And he got one from Pearson and hit it up and out in right field. Here's Shaw, the third baseman. Swings, fouls it back for strike 1. So Jack Dreyer is from a baseball family. His dad, Steve, was with the Texas Rangers and also played in college at Northern Iowa. Dreyer, mustachioed, has a little beard too. Looks more like D'Artagnan. There's a comebacker off of his glove, and it's going to rest between he and Max Muncy. It was hit right back into his glove, and he squeezed it right out. And the runner's safe at first.
Try to make the play before he really had the entire ball in the glove.
Yeah, that's going to be the first major league hit for Matt Shaw.
The next batter, shortstop.
So he's got his first big league knock. They'll have to throw that ball out of the ball game. Infield hit. You always want your first hit to be a solid single or a home run or a double or something.
Well, it'll look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow.
He'll know that it was a comebacker squeezed out of the glove.
The ball left the game, but not because it was clobbered.
No.
But effective.
Dansby Swanson with 2 outs and a runner aboard. Dodgers lead by 4 runs in the 5th. What was your first hit again?
A double.
There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, it took me a while to get it.
Well, was it worth the wait?
Yeah.
1-1 pitch. And Swanson bounces it foul past third.
Yeah, they're all worth the wait.
They're hard to get.
The trick is to stay around long enough where you can get it.
All right. What were you? You were 0 for what before you got your
I think
double?
0 for 15.
That's it, really? 0 for 15?
I believe so.
It's a bad week.
No, it's a bad 3 days.
Sounds like if that's a bad 3 days, your teammates had pretty good days. It gets you up there that many times. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jack Dreyer facing Dansby Swanson. Dreyer peeks over at first. The lefty will go over there, and diving back safely is Shaw. Ball hit the dirt. Kike says we probably should throw that one out, get a new one.
Now that's something the pitchers in the past didn't want an infielder to do.
Exactly.
Give me that ball that may be scuffed up a little bit. Why? Aerodynamically, it changed the flight of the ball.
Dreyer's 1-2. That one is swung on and hit to the left field corner. It's going to bounce over there. Shaw's on the run. Shaw around third, being waved home. Here comes the relay. The throw is high and over the head of Smith. Dreyer there to back up. He throws down to third. It's a close play, but Swanson is safe. Cubs will get a run out of it. It's now 6-3.
Yeah, the cutoffs and relays we've been talking in spring training, they've actually been executed very well. This is just a high throw from the cutoff man. The ball that was hit very hard. And a 3-hopper against the wall. So coming back in, the throw. The initial throw was right on the money, but Will Smith needed a ladder to try and go up and catch the relay throw. Over his head, perfectly placed, backing up the play was Dreyer.
So Dansby Swanson at third. And Pete Crow Armstrong tried to bunt him home. That's 2 outs, though.
Crow Armstrong's left foot was out of the batter's box.
Yeah.
It was directly behind home plate.
Yeah, he was running before he made contact. Always a risky play with 2 outs. There's an 0-1, and it's fouled away, and that's strike 2. Doesn't mean you shouldn't try it sometime, but depends on the situation. Oftentimes, 2 outs, third baseman's going to be playing way back. But you got a runner at third, so he's not that far back. Muncy, in fact, is playing even with the bag right now. 0-2 to Pete Crow Armstrong, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out last time up. And Jack Dreyer ready to deliver. Here's his pitch. And it is flied foul out of play down the left field side.
For Dreyer got away with one. 0-2, fastball right down the middle.
So you might hear the chant PCA. That's what they chant, his initials, Pete Crow Armstrong. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled back. Went with a high fastball. Good to see Dreyer make his major league debut. He's got the major league debut patch on his right sleeve. Same as Roki Sasaki tonight. And the 0-2 pitch outside. That's what they'll do now if you're going to make your major league debut. There is a patch that goes on your sleeve. It's a little small. You really got to look for it. Matt Shaw of the Cubs wore his last night. Now the 1-2. This one is hit high in the air. Right field. Looking up into the ceiling is Teoscar Hernandez. He'll make the catch. And the side is retired. And Jack Dreyer's major league debut yields a run for the Cubs on 2 hits. They leave a man. And we go to the 6th inning. It's the Dodgers 6, Cubs 3.
Spring's in full swing on MLB Network. Turn on the most live spring training games anywhere. Then recap today's news and highlights on MLB Tonight as the best analysts in baseball catch up on the day's news, highlights, and even hear from the players themselves.
I want to win a World Series. I want to do it in Kansas City.
And that's what I do every day, play baseball.
We're eager to get going.
MLB Tonight. Coverage continues through opening day.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game.
seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
We are live for the Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Top of the sixth inning, 6-3, Dodgers with the lead. And Will Smith will lead things off, followed by Max Muncy and Kike Hernandez.
Will Smith.
Home runs tonight, 3 of them for the Dodgers. Tommy Edman, Kike Hernandez, and the show, Shohei Ohtani, as he gets the show rolling here in 2025. And a new pitcher is on for the Cubs, and it is the left-hander Caleb Thielbar, former Minnesota Twin. Been with the Twins for quite a while. And this pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Pitch to Smith. Curveball. That one is roped toward the hole. Cut off by Shaw. He spins, throws, and it's low, dug out by Bush. Terrific play by Matt Shaw to steal a hit from Will Smith, and there's one down.
The next batter, first baseman, Max Muncy.
You can see why they consider Matt Shaw their number 1 prospect, the way he throws the glove around.
Yeah, and he's moved from the middle of the infield. He was, second baseman, shortstop, and moved him over to third base. AAA last year.
The pitch to Muncy is inside.
Shaw was asked about last night, too, when he made his major league debut. He says, I will remember everything.
Again inside to Muncy, 2 balls and no strikes.
So making his major league debut last night, Shaw did. Less than 2 years after being drafted the number 1 pick in 23. 13th pick overall in baseball.
A pitch fouled away, and it's 2-1. So Caleb Thielbar out of Brookings, South Dakota. Well, that's where he went to school anyway. But he's from Minnesota, not too far away. Randolph, Minnesota. 38 years old. Spins a breaking ball in there near high for a strike. Got a lot of time with the Twins. His whole career, as a matter of fact. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. He spun a curveball up there, and he got Muncy to chase it. And there are 2 down in the Dodgers' 6th.
Hey, friends, you can join us for a historical day. When? March 28th. That's when your world champion Dodgers will receive their World Series rings in a special pregame ceremony. Don't miss it. You can visit Dodgers.com/tickets and come out and join the fun.
Kike Hernandez hit a 2-run homer last time up. He's driven in 3 of the 6 runs tonight. Had a sacrifice fly back in the 2nd inning.
By the way, that rain's going to be some serious bling.
You think so? Might need sunglasses to look at it. 0-1 pitch to Kike, and a breaking ball fouled away.
Even at night, you might need sunglasses.
Well, at night, you might not need to turn on your headlights if you just put it on your dashboard. It's going to be pretty sharp, pretty bright. Looking forward to seeing what they look like. 0-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You have a few of them now.
Yeah.
You got some championship rings, too.
Well, the one from 81 I wear all the time.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's small enough where I don't need to be able to prop my arm up.
1-2 is in the dirt.
Because the rings nowadays are showpieces.
Yeah, they're trophies.
They look like small bracelets.
They are trophies for sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kike Hernandez. Thielbar settles from the left side to pitch. And he throws a breaking ball inside corner. Popped up. Foul right side by the dugout. And the catcher Carson Kelly over there to make the play. And the side is retired. Dodgers go in order in the top half of the 6th. Through 5.5 innings, it's the Dodgers 6, Cubs 3.
AM 570.
LA's back. Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews. And live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at Bat.
Have yourself a night!
Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere. Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $6.99 a month.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
One, we are live. The Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
On its official home.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and there's no better time to do what you do best than a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. With Rick Monday, Tim Neverett. Hope you're having a good morning, wherever you happen to be. Getting notes sent to me. I get notes sent from people all over the country, all over the world, through X and Twitter. They let me know where they're listening from, and a lot of folks got up early on the East Coast today to listen to some Major League Baseball. We appreciate that.
Yeah, well, you're getting them electronically. I get them via carrier pigeon.
Pony Express. 6-3, Dodgers with the lead, bottom of the 6th. Carson Kelly facing Landon Knack. Knack coming out of the bullpen. He warmed up a bit last night in the 9th inning when Tanner Scott was warming up alongside him, and had the Dodgers scored another run, it wouldn't have been a save situation. So Knack would have come in last night, but because it stayed where it was and Scott came in and got the save, Knack is now pitching tonight. 2-2 to Carson Kelly. Kelly with a walk and a run scored in the 4th inning. He bounced out to Kike Hernandez at first in the 3rd. The wind and the pitch. Dodger right-hander deals a fastball high. The Dodgers made a roster move already, just game 2, but they optioned left-hander Justin Wroblewski and activated Matt Sauer. There's a ground ball to short, picked up by Miguel Rojas. He'll fire on to first for the out. 6-3, they put out one away. So Matt Sauer is here. He was told over in Peoria one night, they had a game against the Mariners in the Cactus League, and he was taken out of the game. He had a kind of a rough inning after having a good inning. And Dave Roberts came out to make the change, and it took a long time. and a little bit more time than usual, so had to figure something was up. What was he saying to him? And then Sauer leaving with a smile. He was told by Roberts at that moment that he was making the trip to Japan. John Birdie swings and foul tips one into the glove of Will Smith for strike 2. 0-2 to Birdie, the second baseman, who is 2 for 2 tonight. Infield single and a stolen base, plus a run scored in the third. He singled in the fourth and was stranded at third base. Cubs have left 7 runners on base so far tonight. The Dodgers 0. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball up the middle and a base hit, and Birdie's 3 for 3. John Birdie swinging the bat here in game 2. 1 out and 1 on for Chicago. They'll turn the order over, and the leadoff man Ian Happ will come up next.
Ian Happ.
So Ian Happ, 1 for 2 with a walk, had an RBI hit in the 4th inning. And the pitch to him on the outside corner for a strike. Happ, a switch hitter, batting left-handed. Looking out at Landon Knack, and the pitch is swung on, popped up. Third base side, foul ground. Max Muncy gives it a run, and he reaches over the netting and makes the catch. Oh, he didn't make it. He thought he got it, but maybe a fan took it. I think Max looks a little frustrated. Thought he made the catch from here.
Well, when you go into the stands, whether you go physically into stands or reaching over, it doesn't matter that the fan can touch the baseball.
That was 0-2. And here is the pitch to Happ. In the dirt. He takes it for a ball.
I think Max was irritated because his glove appeared to get caught in the netting as he was reaching over. They have a low net. Whereas fielder, you can reach over that particular spot.
1-2 from Landon Knack. He gets him to chase a pitch outside, a changeup. And Happ strikes out, 2 away.
The next batter.
That's a good pitch right there. That looks a little different coming out of the hand, and then just fades away from the lefty. A great round of applause for Seiya Suzuki. Suzuki walked once tonight, but he struck out twice. He went 0 for 4 in game 1 with a strikeout. So he is 0 for 6 in the series with 3 strikeouts.
You know who it was that caught that ball that Muncy was trying to catch?
Who was it?
Rodney Peete.
Is that right? Really? It's a long way from home.
Yep. And he had a glove.
1-0 fouled back. Well, I was talking to his son RJ, who's a clubby,
right,
for the Dodgers. We were having a conversation over in Arizona last week or a week and a half ago, and I asked, I said, "Was your dad a good baseball player?" I said, "I've seen him play football enough. He was really good." And he said, "Yeah, he was a really good baseball player too." 1-1, breaking ball fouled away.
Yeah, but RJ's parents are here, so yeah, it was Rodney Peete who made the catch. Muncy may talk to him after the game.
Yeah. That'll give Rodney something to talk about on his talk show.
Oh, I'm sure we'll hear about it.
Yes, Rogan and Rodney on the flagship station. Here is a ground ball left side picked up by Muncy. He goes to second, stretch by Edman, and he holds the bag and gets the out. So that is the force out that retires the side. No runs, a hit, and a man left. We go to the 7th inning. Here, it was Rodney Peete. Go to the 7th inning.
You think I was fibbing?
You got it right. Just saw the replay. It's
Spring's in full swing on MLB Network. Recap the day with MLB Tonight. Catch up on the day's news, highlights, and even hear from the players themselves.
I want to win a World Series. I want to do it in Kansas City.
MLB Tonight. Coverage continues through opening day.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
We are live. The Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
Rafael Devers stands in the batter's box, and he's a ribby machine. This guy drives in 100 runs a year. In his sleep, his bat plays.
He has earned his place among the elite hitters in the game.
Rafi Devers strikes again.
He is spectacular.
He's a franchise-type player. Devers' offense is legit.
Out of sight!
He just mashes.
Ridiculous.
Oh, Rafi!
Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10. Am I tripping? Yes, I am.
Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it's group day at Shakey's.com. Julian Merriweather is the new pitcher for the Cubs, right-hander. 15 appearances last year, 1-1 in the 6.60 ERA. He's facing Michael Conforto as we get going here in the top of the 7th inning. Dodgers with a 6-3 lead. And the pitch. It is inside on the corner for a strike.
Yeah, I'm crushed. You just didn't believe me.
Oh, it wasn't that I didn't believe you.
Rodney Pete.
I had to see it with
Holly
my
is
eyes. There. Yeah, wow. Great seats, too.
But you know we'll hear about it when he gets back.
Aren't you supposed to let the guys from your team catch it, though?
Well, you know.
2-1, strike at the knees, 2-2.
I said, Holly, I'll get this one for you.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch from Merriweather. That is low. Yeah, you've got good eyes. You saw that right away. You saw it in real time. I had to look at the replay. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Conforto. He's 1 for 2. Singled back in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th. Merriweather winds, kicks, delivers. It's up high, ball 4, and the Dodgers have a base runner in the 7th.
Hey, friends, a reminder, opening week presented by Bank of America is coming up, and don't miss out. And we're going to celebrate your world champion LA Dodgers with exciting giveaways, special events, and a whole lot more this year. So visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
1 on and nobody out for Miguel Rojas. Merriweather's pitch. Rojas shows bunts it foul.
But in the future, if I tell you a duck can pull a wagon, don't ask questions. Just reach over and hitch it up.
All right.
Okay.
Gotcha. How big's the wagon?
Oh, it's a small one. It's a small duck.
Because that matters, you know.
Maybe the pet duck of Mickey Hatcher. Not sure. Daffy.
0-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and away. Swing and a miss.
Dash has a pet squirrel now, too.
Is that so?
That's what he says.
Well, I guess we better believe him. He says it. 0-2 pitch to Rojas. And that's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 to Miguel. Rojas 0 for 2 tonight. Hit into a double play his first time up. Struck out last time up. He takes inside now. A slider. Miguel gave up his number 11 to Roki Sasaki. And he got some real high-end sake out of the deal. He hits a ground ball to the right side. Birdie, long toss, Swanson. There's one on to first. That's a double play. And that's the second twin kill that Rojas has hit into in this ball game.
Yeah, this ball was hit hard. So twice has been 4-6-3 on the double plays hit into by Miguel Rojas. So kind of do the job. You get a pitch. Remember, he was down 0-2 in the count. Did hit it hard, but unfortunately, now there's 2 outs.
Bases are empty, and Andy Pages coming up. And the pitch to Pages. He swung on, fouled back. Got a message from somebody that is just driven by the old Dodger town in Vero Beach listening to us. And another one from Hank from Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, the home of Rick Honeycutt.
Okay.
How's that?
So that first one, evidently just driving on Aviation Boulevard.
All right. I saw Honeycutt last few days that we were in Arizona. He says hi, by the way.
Yeah, well, one of the really good people.
0-2 pitch. And that's outside and in the dirt.
Former teammate. You know, when you get to know these guys on a personal level and with competition, you find out a lot about their makeup. And it came as no surprise to any of us that Rick Honeycutt became an outstanding pitching coach.
Another slider outside to Andy Pages. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Pages. Here comes the pitch now from Merriweather. And this one is poked into right field. That's a base hit. That's in the gap. It'll be cut off with a backhand by Pete Crow Armstrong. Throw to second base, and beating the throw is Andy Pages for his first double of the season.
Pages went down and got it after a frustrating night. Caught looking twice, striking out in this ball game. As Dave Roberts just said the other day, it says center field and the second base position is going to be, at least to begin with, a fluid situation. Well, Tommy Edman is raising his hand now to claim the second base spot. Who's going to raise their hand to claim the center field spot?
Well, with first base open, the Cubs are going to walk Ohtani here, and the fans are grumbling. And a lot of them have paid a lot of money to watch him hit, but the Cubs with first base open are not going to pitch to Ohtani.
No, this is a regular season game.
Maybe Pages should have stopped at first.
Well, you know, the bats are going to be taken out of his hand if he can do some damage, and especially if there's 2 outs in a spot like this.
Here's Edman, batting left-handed. He swings, hits the ball on the ground left side. Diving stop by Shaw to his feet, throws to first, and it is scooped up out of the dirt by Michael Busch. Great play by Shaw, and that ends the half inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. Stretch time, middle of the 7th at the Tokyo Dome. The Dodgers lead the Cubs 6.
Spring's in full swing on MLB Network. Turn on the most live spring training games anywhere. Then recap today's news and highlights on MLB Tonight as the best analysts in baseball catch up on the day's news, highlights, and even hear from the players themselves.
I want to win a World Series. I want to do it in Kansas City.
And that's what I do every day, play baseball.
We're eager to get going.
MLB Tonight. Coverage continues through opening day.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
Juan, we are live. The Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Offering you employee pricing.
It takes all of us to turn heartache into hope and make it.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out.
Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Dodgers with a 6-3 lead as we start the bottom of the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Kyle Tucker, the right fielder, leads off against Landon Knack. It'll be Tucker and then Michael Busch and Matt Shaw. And a pitch from Knack. Ooh, looked good on the outside part of the plate, but called the ball 2-0. That would have been challenged in spring training this year. And probably won. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's up high, 3-0.
It's a nice way of saying that home plate umpire Alan Porter missed it.
I was starting to really enjoy the ABS system.
Well, there's some guys going to be really crabby now coming out of spring training with the use of that and not having it.
I know it. Tucker 3-0 pops it up right side of the infield. Kike Hernandez calling, and right in his tracks makes the catch, and there's one out.
That's the epitome of a bat at bat right there. 3 balls, no strikes. You're trailing the ball game 6-3, and you swing at a pitch that's up and out of the strike zone. It's a bat at bat.
And Tucker 0 for 3 now with a walk. Michael Busch is 0 for 2. He's bookended strikeouts, one swinging, one looking. He's also walked. And he swings and misses at a changeup here. The pitch. Another swing and a miss at another changeup, and it's 0-2 to Busch.
Well, the people in the Dodger organization wish nothing but the best for Michael Busch. With the exception of series that they're playing against the Cubs right now. Just one of the nice people. He got caught in a numbers crunch.
And the 0-2. And that's outside. And, it was good for him.
Absolutely.
He was blocked at the major league level with the Dodgers, so getting to go to the Cubs. It's been a full year in the big leagues last year, and he's their regular first baseman now. 1-2. That's high and away.
He's one of those players also, besides the number, he's the guy that plays hard, comes prepared, gets prepared every day. And a big break for him instead of being stymied in the minor leagues because of the talent in front of him.
It's just outside off the plate, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Michael Busch. Knack shrugs his shoulders. He kicks and fires home. And did he go around? Yes, he did. Struck him out. Let's pause now 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's Matt Shaw. Got his first big league hit, an infield single in the 5th. Looks at a curveball outside from Landon Knack. 2 out, nobody on. 6-3 Dodgers leading bottom of the 7th. Game 2 of the Major League season. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Well, how about that changeup of Landon Knack? He's had some players just flailing at it.
Good arm motion. Does not slow anything down. It just comes out of his hands like it's a parachutes trailing on the backside of it.
0-2, cutting a miss, and there's the changeup, and he struck him out. So 1-2-3 inning for Landon Knack with 2 strikeouts. We're through 7 full innings. Heading to the 8th, it's the Dodgers 6, Cubs 3.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week, live on any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews. And live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at Bat.
Have yourself a night!
Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere. Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $6.99 a month.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on.
Wherever you go, stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Anytime we can put on these uniforms, the same ones that those guys played before us in the Negro Leagues, it's an honor to put it on and to share this field with them.
It's a piece of history. So, I mean, to be able to wear it present day is honestly an unreal feeling. Once the lights are on and the anthem takes place and you're standing there on the line, it'll sink in as to what this moment really means, because I do think it's a meaningful day.
This is a ace. This is a franchise turner.
I'm ready to compete.
He struck him out 100 miles an hour.
He has not disappointed.
Even playing in Wrigley Field, it is super humbling.
101 in the zone.
His dominance in the strike zone, it's incredible.
The bottom line, it's just a game. The hitters have weaknesses.
11 strikeouts for Skeen. 6 innings of no-hit baseball.
They are knocking on the door of completely turning this franchise around.
Paul Skeen, what a man!
Dodgers with a 6-3 lead. We start the 8th inning. They'll face a new pitcher, right-hander Porter Hodge. Julian Merriweather went just an inning. Gave up a hit, walked 2, but no runs. And did not strike anybody out. So Hodge, the right-hander, facing Teoscar Hernandez. The starter in this one for the Dodgers, Roki Sasaki, will not get a decision. Didn't go the requisite 5. He just went 3 innings tonight. And a little tapper hit toward the third baseman, Shaw. He gloves and on the run, throws, and just barely gets Teoscar Hernandez at first. 1 away in the Dodger 8th.
The next batter, catcher, Will Smith.
Top of the 8th inning, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, celebrating 20 years of good times. Will Smith takes fastball high from Porter Hodge. Hodge out of Salt Lake City, Utah, comes way inside, and Will pulled the elbow away just in time. Hodge just 23 years old. Drafted out of high school in 2019, out of Cottonwood High School in Salt Lake City. Pitch. And a swing and a miss at a slider. Salt Lake City is throwing their hat in the ring for expansion. They say they've got the site and they're shovel ready to build a stadium whenever Major League Baseball says so. Swing and a miss, and it's now 2-2. Whether they'll get that opportunity or not still remains to be seen. They have a AAA club there, AAA team of the Angels. Porter Hodge winds, kicks, fires, and it's outside.
Well, there are 2 interesting stadium scenarios at the present time. The A's and the Rays.
I don't know if we have enough time for that tonight.
No.
Pitches inside, and Will walk. Second time he has walked. Third time he's been on base tonight. A 1-out walk to Will Smith. Here's Max Muncy coming up. And Kirby Yates is warming for the Dodgers in the bullpen, the right-hander. He would pitch in the bottom of the 8th inning.
With Rays, it's like they're playing a game. Button, button. Who's got the button?
And pitch. That's a little bit up.
And for the A's, don't call us and you can fill in the name of a city.
Yeah, that is a whole other story. 1-0 pitch. And a ground ball right side, knocked down by Birdie. He'll stand up and throw out Muncy. Good hit. Good play by Birdie, sliding on the AstroTurf to his left. And Smith is safe at second base with 2 men out.
There's a lot of second basemen who just don't get to that baseball to begin with. We mentioned this turf. I mean, Birdie went over a long, long way. He was closer to the first base bag than he was at second when he made that slide on the right leg. Fielded the ball and then throws over to first base.
Runner at second, 2 down. Kike Hernandez takes a sweeper up high. One ball, no strikes. Kike's driven in 3 runs in the game. And he swings, fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two-run home run for Kike Hernandez in the 4th inning. And it was a monster shot. Now the stretch in the pitch. It's in the dirt from Porter Hodge. That's Salt Lake City, though. That would be a pretty good market. They do very well with the NBA there. And now the NHL. Do very well with college football in that market. Here's a 2-1. And Kike waving a miss. They've had AAA baseball there for a long time, and they're getting a brand new stadium there this year. The scenery is gorgeous. The Wasatch Mountains. It's the weather would be very good for a big league team. Be a little chilly early in the season, but other than that, it'd be great. Swing and a miss, and Kike's out on strikes. So that does it for the Dodgers in the top of the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left, and no Chicago Cubs errors. On to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's the Dodgers.
Welcome to the World Series. Dodgers-Yankees. No way! We've never had a World Series matchup with 2 teams this good.
Freddie, how you feeling today? You want the truth?
Anything on the ground, we're going.
As long as you've got the bat in your hands, you can write your story.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on.
Wherever you go, stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Pete Alonso, franchise cornerstone, homegrown Met.
That's the guy you want to build your team around.
You know, Pete has turned into such an intelligent hitter.
If you hit it, it goes, that's for sure.
Oh, man, Pete got a hold of one.
There's not many guys who can do what he does from an offensive standpoint.
It's out of here, and the Mets win it! Into the second deck!
That ball was tattooed.
Polar bear's a ribby machine.
Select Michael Trout.
It's a dream come true.
He plays like a Hall of Famer.
One of the greatest players of all time.
That ball is routed here.
Just drink this in. He's not even close to being done.
I come to the ballpark every day.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Dodgers 6 and the Cubs 3. Game 2 of the 2025 season. Today's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Along with Rick Monday, Tim Neverett with you. Glad you're tuned in to Dodger Baseball as they are in Japan taking on the Cubs. They'll get on a plane right after the game, come back, and We'll meet up with them on Sunday at Dodger Stadium when they'll play the first of 3 games against the Angels in the Freeway Series. And, yeah, those are exhibitions. So go back to the exhibition season. Dansby Swanson facing Kirby Yates, and Yates just throws a dart in there for a strike.
Yep. They'll come back and try and overcome jet lag, and we'll try and overcome freeway lag.
Yates last year, 61 appearances with Texas. He went 7-2, and he ties up Dansby Swanson with an inside fastball for a strike.
How about this number on Kirby Yates last year? Talk about low batting average against. How about 113?
Yeah. He was excellent. And he throws a splitter, and he just threw it right there, and it was fouled off. But how about this? He didn't allow 3 or more hits in a single outing last year. So 2 or fewer hits in 61 outings.
How about this? With 2 strikes over the last 3 years, 0.92 average against.
Crazy good. Pitch to Swanson, splitter down low. He takes it for a ball, 1-0.
Well, that splitter, you talk about the drop that it has. It's like halfway between the mound and the home plate area. It's like you're attaching a piano to it.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Straightened out the 4-seam fastball, threw it right down the middle and past Swanson for a strikeout. 1 gone on the Cub 8th.
Yeah, fastball at 93.
Center fielder, Pete Crew Armstrong.
Cubs have some action in the bullpen as they get their closer up, Ryan Presley. So Yates working in the 8th. Now he'll face the left-handed hitting Pete Crow Armstrong, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Pitch in the dirt, and that is ball 1.
How about this number? Just found it on Kirby Yates. Last year, numbers 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the middle of the opposing lineups collectively hit 116 was all.
He's tough. Pitch on the corner, but called a ball.
That would have been challenged in Arizona.
So I can tell you like the ABS the more we saw it, right?
I'm still the upper part of the strike zone. I'm still not totally a fan.
2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-1. But the concept of it.
Yeah, and the reason I'm not a fan as far as the elevation. You've got batters, forget the height of the batter. You have different stance. So either you're going to change the rule book, which says it's the height of the natural stance you take.
Fastball, swing and a miss,
or you're
2-2.
Or you're just going to make it standard for everyone. That's the only bugaboo that I see. Other than that, I was really impressed with it.
Yates with a 2-2 pitch now to Armstrong. And he swings and strikes him out. Got him with a splitter away. That's 2 strikeouts for Kirby Yates. 2 men out in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now Pete Crow Armstrong is 0 for 4. And the catcher Carson Kelly will come up. Look down at the Dodger bullpen. So Alex Vesia kind of stirring around, but he's not up on a mound yet. The Dodgers will get somebody up to work the 9th, and Kelly is swinging a miss. Kelly's 0 for 2 tonight. Last year, 238 hitter for the Cubs. And an 0-1 pitch. Oh, that was close. Called a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Kirby Yates out of Kauai in Hawaii. And a 1-1 pitch. That one's kicked away by the right shin guard of Will Smith after the splitter landed on the clay. The wave is going around the Tokyo Dome right now. And it is a circular stadium, so easily done. There's a shot past a diving Max Muncy at third into left field. And Kelly's got a base hit. Second time he's been aboard. He walked and scored the 4th. So Carson Kelly now 1 for 3.
It would have been a frozen wave earlier today. Our own David Bassett sent us some photos. Looking out the window of the Dodgers hotel in Tokyo, it was snowing.
And it snowed for the good part of the morning, I guess, today. John Birdie, 3 for 3 in the game. Swings and misses here. I was in Little Tokyo this morning. I can assure you it didn't snow there.
It was not snowing.
No. But in the real Tokyo, it was.
Little Tokyo, you could have gotten a snow cone.
Could have, but it's amazing. Even in Little Tokyo, Shohei Ohtani is everywhere, like he is in Big Tokyo. 1-1 in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike.
So how was your sleeping pattern today?
Actually, I was there this afternoon. I thought it was this morning. It was this afternoon.
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Because I dropped you off at what, 7?
Yeah.
This morning?
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Fastball at 93. And so Yates with a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Birdie. 1 on, 2 out. Dodgers leading 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a 2-2 waiting. And Alex Vesia now is beginning to throw for the Dodgers in the bullpen. 2-2. Fastball up high. He elevated it, but Birdie didn't chase it. Yeah, so the Dodgers back home. You first look at them in person. You get to see the world champs in person Sunday at Dodger Stadium. They take on the Angels. And a swing and a foul tip in and out of the glove. You know, to have these international games like this, it's pretty important, I think, to come back and go back to the exhibition season. People say, oh, well, you can't do that. We should go right to the regular season. But, you know, it takes these guys a while to adjust. So I think the Cubs and the Dodgers will appreciate those extra days where they don't have games that actually count in the standings. And Birdie lifts one in the air, right side. And it'll be called for by Tommy Edman, the second baseman. And Kirby Yates has a scoreless 8th. Gives up a hit, and the Cubs leave a man, but Yates strikes out 2. We go to the 9th. It's the Dodgers 6, Cubs 3.
When you want
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews. And live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at Bat.
Have yourself a night!
Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere. Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $6.99 a month.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on.
Wherever you go, stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
Superstar center fielder Julio Rodriguez. I think he's one of the faces of the game.
This kid is special beyond words. Julio Rodriguez, listen, at the end of the day, guys, this guy's a superstar.
Outlet Motors broadcast booth.
Top of the 9th inning. Dodgers 6, Cubs 3. Glad you're with us as the Dodgers are trying to wrap up this Tokyo series. Ryan Presley, last year with the Houston Astros, 59 appearances. Right-hander is 2-3 with a 3.49 ERA. Bunch of strikeouts, 58 of those in 56 2/3 innings worked. And now he will face Michael Conforto here in the 9th inning. Bottom part of the order, Conforto, Rojas, and Pages, and if one of them reaches, Ohtani. And Conforto bounces this pitch towards second. Birdie charges, grabs it, flips on to first for the out. One gone. Top of the 9th, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS now, or maybe later when they're open. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K, to donate your car today. It's a little early in the West Coast, but they're probably open somewhere.
They could get a jump on it.
I'm sure. You can call them now. Call them now. I would do that.
By the way, just got a photo sent by Ron Coomer, broadcasting for the Cubs. They're at Wrigley Field, and it's daylight there already.
Sunrise over the Whitecaps of Lake Michigan.
With the infield that is covered with a special tarp. The dirt part is exposed. The outfield grass is also covered because it's in the 30s, the wind chill.
Wind blowing in. Now Rojas with a 2-0 count takes inside 3-0. And the crowd realizing they need one guy to reach to see Ohtani one more time play in Japan. And Ohtani in the dugout getting ready. 3 balls, no strikes. Ryan Presley set out of the stretch, delivers. And he's walked Rojas, and listen to him roar. They know what's going to happen.
Well, this is a spot, too, that you need Andy Pages to not hit a ground ball, stay out of a double play.
So Ohtani out on the on-deck circle. Intentionally walked last time up, hit a home run in the 5th. It was a contested home run. Now the pitch to Pages. He'll take high, ball 1. I'll bet there are fans there who are just saying, Andy, please don't even bring a bat to the plate this time up. Well, we'll see what he does here. 1-0, and the throw goes over to first, and Rojas dives back safely. One ball, no strikes to Pages. Presley has the pitch he wants to throw. Now he delivers. And it's low for a ball, 2-0. The other thing the fans want is first base occupied. They don't want first base open like last time when Pages had a double in the 7th. It was great Andy got a double, but that meant that Ohtani was going to be intentionally walked. And the pitch in the dirt for ball 3. A check swing. They appealed down to Lance Barrett at first.
He didn't call that a swing.
He did not. I think Lance Barrett has a feel for what's happening here.
The governor called.
3-0. Ohtani waiting on deck. And the 3-0 pitch to Andy Pages coming. And it's called a strike on the inside corner.
It just made up for the previous call.
Yeah, the count might be where it should be at 3-1. Presley set to throw. He fires. And that's ball 4. And listen to him now. They know it's Ohtani time.
This is great.
And up next, designated hitter, Shohei.
Tommy Honovy, the pitching coach, is going to come out and talk to Ryan Presley here. And really, what can you talk to him about at this stage? You got 2 on, 1 out. And the entire country that they're playing in wants to see this guy at the plate. And they want to see him do some damage. You know, you could pitch to him. Do you pitch around him? But having a sense that this is the last at bat that Ohtani's going to have in Japan for maybe quite some time, maybe ever. We don't know.
Well, this is one of the many reasons, the main reason, is everyone gets their phones out and turns it into cameras. Large crowds at the airport. Huge crowds even for a workout.
First pitch coming to Shohei Ohtani from Presley. And the right-hander deals. It's in the dirt, ball one. He threw a curveball.
The sellout crowd. You can hear a pin drop.
I mean, we're in the ninth. Not a soul has left the building. Dodgers up 6-3. 1-0 pitch to Ohtani. Again, a breaking ball is low and out of the strike zone, 2-0.
Oh, you know, the people that are there at the ballpark do not want to see Ohtani walk. They want him to swing the bat. If he walks, they may boo.
Well, Presley shaking off his catcher Carson Kelly. Now agrees on a pitch. 2-0 on the way, and it is swung on and fouled off. Presley challenged him with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. It was on the outer half and about kneecap high.
Yeah, it looked like that ball just got past Ohtani a little bit. Outfield playing the opposite way. Infield to pull.
Rojas at second. Pages at first. 2-1 pitch to Ohtani. Low, ball 3.
You can hear a little grumbling in the stands.
Shohei Ohtani from Iwate Prefecture up in the north. A 3-ball, 1-strike count. And here comes the pitch from Presley. Way outside, ball 4. And a collective groan comes over the 42,000 plus who are on hand. But the bases are loaded as Presley has come out of the Cub bullpen for the first time in 2025. First time with the Cubs, and he has walked the bases full. Rojas moves over to third base. Pages to second. Still one out. And Tommy Edman, who was robbed of a hit by Matt Shaw last time up in the 7th, homered back in the 3rd. And a pitch clock violation. Alan Porter points at his left wrist. I don't know if he pointed at Presley or not, but the Cub manager, Craig Counsell, comes out and talks to the home plate umpire, Alan Porter. And there may have been an issue with the pitch clock, so it looks like they're going to wave it off. So there is no count. And the pitch coming to Edman. He swings, hits a ground ball to Birdie, flips to Swanson, 1 on to first, double play. And we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Dodgers will leave 2. And after 8.5 innings, it's the Dodgers 6, Cubs 3.
AM 570.
Can't get enough baseball? Get MLB Network today. Scan the QR code to stream up to 15 out-of-market games a week live on any device. Plus, 24/7 access to MLB Network's award-winning shows, including live game look-ins and exclusive player interviews. And live radio play-by-play from all 30 clubs with MLB at bat.
Have yourself a night!
Enjoy the home of baseball from virtually anywhere. Scan now to stream MLB Network for just $6.99 a month.
Monday hot stove. There were some baseball transactions over the weekend.
Good morning. We are coming to you live from the winter meetings. The news we've been waiting for is here.
This contract is good for the game. Seismic news this afternoon. There's a bunch of trades going on, but none bigger than this.
One, we are live, the Hall of Fame election announcement show.
Wherever you go, baseball is always with you. Stream MLB Network's off-season coverage on any device.
This is a ace. This is a franchise turner.
I'm ready to compete.
He struck him out 100 miles an hour.
He has not disappointed.
Even playing in Wrigley Field, it is super humbling.
101 in the zone.
His dominance in the strike zone, it's incredible.
The bottom line, it's just a game. The hitters have weaknesses.
11 strikeouts for Skeen. 6 innings of no-hit baseball.
They are knocking on the door of completely turning this franchise around.
Paul Skeen, what a man!
Dodger greats. Visit Dodgers.com/tickets.
Deep right field. It is Gets into the upper deck.
Back to the boys in blue. The world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Alex Vesia takes over for the Dodgers as we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Last year, great year, a career year for Vesia. He had 5 saves, but opponents only hit 148 against him, and he had an ERA of 176, and that was over 67 appearances. And he is out to try to close this one. Tanner Scott got the save in last night's game. And it'll be Ian Happ, top of the order, leading off. Switch hitter will turn around about right-handed against Vesia. Happ tonight with a hit in 3 at-bats, 4 plate appearances. He walked once. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Will Smith sheds the mask. He runs over to the first base dugout, reaches up and makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out for the Cubs in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, there's some things I don't get. You're down in a ball game. You have 3 outs left in the bottom of the ninth inning. A new pitcher. And you're swinging at a pitch, first pitch that's not down the middle.
Well, 1 down, 2 to go. Dodgers leading 6-3. And looking to take both games of this Tokyo series. Seiya Suzuki has had a very quiet series. He's 0 for the series so far. High strike. That pitch elevated. Might have been a little out of the zone, but Vesia got the call. And that's one of the things he does is he elevates the fastball. Gets a lot of swings and misses on it. The 0-1 pitch to Suzuki. Elevated fastball again. This time way out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Dodgers 2 outs away from going to 2-0 on the season. 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss as Vesia threw the breaking ball down and in. And not a really good swing. Not a confident swing out of Seiya Suzuki. When he struck out in the 4th inning, it was kind of a half swing. He knew he was beaten. Stretch by Vesia. Now the 1-2 pitch to Suzuki. Here it is. Breaking ball down and in. Couldn't induce the swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vesia peeking in. Smith, the target set. Pitch. Fastball fouled away. Vesia a little upset. Thought he should have snuck that one past Suzuki, but Suzuki caught a piece of it. Vesia, very good in the postseason, too. He didn't give up a run the entire postseason. Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball that missed up on top of the strike zone. Full count to Seiya Suzuki. Infield back, nobody, rather a 1 out in the infield back. Kike Hernandez playing in a couple of steps on the right side, close to the bag. The pitch, and it's fouled away. So right after this ball game ends, both teams will be jumping on their respective charter flights and taking that long flight back. It'll be like going back in time, though, by the time they land. And a ground ball foul wide of first. That's the thing with the time difference. They'll come back around the same time they left. Figured that one out. And a 3-2 pitch once more to Suzuki. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. A fastball by him. And there are 2 down. And the Cubs are down to their final out.
And Vesia is pumped up.
They put a little extra on that one, and it was right down the middle. I mean, you talk about a middle fastball. Right there.
Yeah, it was in the middle, but it was in the express lane.
It was, and Suzuki couldn't catch up. And now Kyle Tucker is the last hope for the Cubs tonight. And Vesia throws that same fastball right by him, a swing and a miss. 94 and up in the zone. Well, Vesia, East Bay guy from Northern California, kicks and fires. And the lefty goes upstairs again. This time Tucker takes it for a ball.
Yeah, Tucker had a strange at bat in the 7th inning. Leading off the inning, the count was 3 balls, no strikes. You're trailing 6-3, and he offered at a pitch that was not a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike, and the breaking ball fouled away.
In fact, he offered and popped up.
So the Cubs now down to their last strike. Vesia gets a new baseball, rubs it up. He'll step back on the rubber. The left-hander anxiously ready to throw this one. He's already in the stretch position. And the 1-2 to Tucker. Swung on and popped up down the left side, foul ground, chased by Muncy. He runs out of room. Conforto also chased. And so 1 strike away from an extremely successful trip. Dodgers split the exhibitions with the Yomiuri Giants and the Hanshin Tigers. But the games that counted, they got a lot of good work done in them. And a 1-2 to Tucker. Outside, 2-2. I think they've got to feel good heading back here. A couple of more tune-ups against the Angels before the domestic opener at Dodger Stadium against the Detroit Tigers on the 27th of the month. 2-2 pitch. That swung on, hit in the air, left field deep, going back Conforto. It's off the wall, and it jets past him. Center fielder Pages backs up, round first and into second, standing with a 2-out double is Kyle Tucker. And Tucker keeps the ball game alive. It was on life support, 2 outs, 2 strikes, and Tucker gets his first hit of the series. Michael Busch is the scheduled batter, but he's going to be pinch hit for Justin Turner, former Dodger, former Mariner, former Red Sox. He'll be the guy to come up. And he swings the first pitch, fouls it away. Turner with the familiar patch of pine tar on the back of his jersey. 259 last year for Toronto and Seattle. Remember, he started the year with the Blue Jays. Vesia's 0-1 pitch to Justin Turner. That's up high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, it's funny. He's got the pine tar in the batting, yet he does not go to the pine tar with the batting gloves at all. It's a showpiece.
Well, when he swings, he warms up in the on-deck circle. The bat touches the back of his jersey, and the pine tar gets all over it. And the pitch up and away again, 2-1 to Turner. And remember, the Dodgers had a giveaway one night, a Justin Turner giveaway, complete with the replica patch of pine tar in the back of his jersey. Just had a stain there. Everybody had the same one. Here's a 2-1 pitch, and that's up and away. So Vesia's got a problem now with a release point.
Yeah, somebody asked me on that giveaway, he said, who on earth stood there and just touched every one of those jersey tops with pine tar? Well, that was just painted on, but it looked real.
Three balls and a strike, and Vesia looking to get one in the strike zone here, not bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the pitch. And he's walked Turner, and indeed the tying run does come to the plate. A 2-out walk. First and second, 2 down. And here comes Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, to say, hey, look, we were a strike away. We're now an out away. You got a rookie at the plate who got his first big league hit tonight, but he struck out twice. And they're going to try to figure a way to get Matt Shaw out here.
Now running at first base,
Shaw
Vidal Brujan
represents the tying run. Now Vidal Brujan's going to come out and run. If the name sounds familiar to you, It may not. You might not remember this, but last September 19th, it was Vidal Brujan, a position player, pitching for the Marlins against Shohei Ohtani. Brujan was the guy that gave up Ohtani's third home run of that game. I thought Ohtani was going to put it through the back wall of the enclosed stadium in right field in the upper deck. I mean, he absolutely annihilated the baseball, but he hit it off of the position player, Vidal Brujan, who's now running at first base. So Shaw is up with the ball game in the balance. 2 on, 2 out, 6-3 Dodgers. Vesia delivering to Shaw. Starts him off with a breaking ball for a strike. Good slider. Taken by Shaw.
And Shaw with that closed stance, his front foot, left foot actually pointed back towards the umpire.
0-1 pitch from Vesia. Is swung on, bounce to the left side, backhanded by Rojas. He plants, throws, and the stretch and out. Whoa, what a stretch by Kike Hernandez, and that ends the ball game. The Cubs are probably going to take a look at this. So it will delay perhaps the end of the game. Nope, Craig Counsell says nope. After watching the replay, he was out. And the ball game is over, and the Dodgers win it by a 6-3 score. And the Shohei Ohtani tour of Tokyo comes to a conclusion. Roki Sasaki makes his major league debut. Yoshinobu Yamamoto was outstanding last night. Just a terrific, terrific ball game and great series for the Dodgers. So for the Dodgers, 6 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 5. For the Cubs, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and they left 11. So they left 11 men on base. A lot of traffic out there. And we'll give you the winning and losing pitchers here in just a moment as soon as they give them to us. But it will not.
Spring's in full swing on MLB Network. Recap the day with MLB